Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I'm going to be going over my February 2021 budget. It's hard to believe that January is almost a distant memory and we're already close to being in the month of February. Time is flying by. I am super excited to do this budget. Now that I'm debt free, it is before I was really excited to see how much money I was going to be able to throw out my debt. Today, I am really excited to find out how much I'm going to be able to put towards my savings. So as usual, I'm using a Clever Fox, and I think this is the dotted notebook. It's the smaller, there's the notebook and the journal. They're both pretty much the same, except for one is the smaller size. And this is the smaller of the two. I just can't remember offhand which one this is. I like this for my monthly budget. I am still using the Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck workbook, but for my monthly budget, I like doing it in the Clever Fox notebook. So I went ahead and wrote down all of my categories to save a little bit of time. All right, well, let's talk about my income. I am a salaried employee. I am paid biweekly, and I have 2 paychecks that I will receive in the month of February. My biweekly income is $1,700 a month, so my income for the month of February is going to be $3,400. Next are my fixed expenses. Now, my first expense is my rent. I rent a basement apartment. It's kind of like a studio apartment, and my rent includes all utilities, and the cost for my rent is $900. Next is my AT&T cell phone bill, and I have a prepaid plan. It has 8 gigs of data, and the cost for the plan is $42.90. Next is my car insurance. I recently switched from Progressive to Geico. If you are new here, my Progressive policy was around $123 a month, maybe a little bit more. And I switched to Geico last month, and the new premium through Geico with all of the same coverages I had with Progressive is down to $61.32. I am really excited to save a little bit of money on my insurance. It's gone down by more than half. Next, I have Hulu, and Hulu is $11.99. I share this subscription with my adult children. Same with Netflix. I share that with my kids as well, and the cost is $17.99 for the month. So let's add up my fixed expenses here. So we have $900 for rent, $42.90 for phone, $61.32 for insurance. I've got $11.99 for Hulu and $17.99 for Netflix, is a total of $1,034.20. Moving on to my cash expenses. Now, I am an empty nester. My kids do not live with me, and so these expenses are just for one adult, myself, and I have 2 fur babies. I have a puppy and a kitty. So the first category for my cash expenses is for my food. Now, my weekly food budget is $60 per week. There are 4 Saturdays in the month of February, so my grocery budget is $240 for the month. And I typically shop at Walmart. Next is household supplies, also includes toiletries, that kind of good stuff. I am budgeting $10 per week, so with 4 Saturdays in the month, the budget is going to be $40. Spending money. I typically use my spending money to go out to eat 1 day per week. I go out to wing night with my friends. I get a basket of fries and a soda. and that runs me right at $10. So 4 weeks in the month at $10 is also $40 for spending. Next is my fur babies budget. I've got $25 budgeted per week. So for 4 weeks, I have a budget of $100 for fur babies. And last category is gas for my car. I'm going to budget $10 per week, so $40 for the month. Now, I am still working from home with no end in sight. I really don't think that we will be going back to the office anytime in the near future, if ever. So $10 per week is more than enough. All right, so let's go ahead and add up my cash expenses. Food is $240, $40 for household, $40 for spending, $100 for fur babies, and $40 for gas is a total of $460. Last are my sinking funds, and the first sinking fund I have is Christmas. My Christmas budget is $25 per week, so that is $100 for the month. Next is my fur babies, and the budget for fur babies is $15 per week, so that is $60 for the month. And last is gifts. Gifts also has a budget of $15 per week, so $60 for the month. So we've got $100 for Christmas, $60 for fur babies, and $60 for gifts is a total of $220. Okay, so let's figure out how much I will be able to throw at my savings, providing that everything goes to plan this month. First, I've got my income of $3,400. I'm going to subtract my fixed expenses, so $1,034.20. And then subtracting my cash expenses of $460. And last, sinking funds of $220 leaves me $1,685.80, which is what I will be putting into savings in the month of February. So $1,685.80. Now, this does not include my YouTube income. It is not guaranteed that I will get YouTube income. There's no way to anticipate what that amount's going to be, so I don't even include it in my budgets. Later on in the month of February, I will add it to one of my paycheck budgets and disclose to you guys how much that YouTube paycheck is. So as far as my plans for savings, I am going to continue to put every extra penny that I have into savings because I am going to be moving in the month of, I believe, March. It's not 100% set in stone yet. I'm still working out the housing details. I am moving back home. I'm moving to Arkansas, and I am going to be supporting my daughter while she is in PA school. And so I am going to be making a halfway across the country move, which is going to be quite expensive. And so, securing housing, deposits, just the trip itself, having enough money in savings in case, God forbid, something should happen to my car. All of those things I need to be prepared for. And so I am just going to throw everything into savings between now and that time. And once I can secure housing, then I'll know exactly what that budget is going to look like. And I can figure out what that exact move date is. But I'm really excited about this opportunity to be able to move back home and support my daughter. She is starting PA school, which is the physician assistant program. She is starting school in the month of May, and she is not able to work while she's in this program. It's a rule with the school. And so she is going to be dependent on me to make sure that I can provide housing for her and all that kind of good stuff. So a lot of changes are coming up with my budget, and that's why I'm keeping my budget at the bare minimum. A lot of you guys have asked me, why am I not including a car maintenance fund? Why don't I have more money for spending? And that's because my priority right now is to save as much as possible, because I have to be moved at the very latest by the first week in May. At the very latest. And so I have a very specific goal in mind, and in order for me to be successful and to reach that goal, it requires me to continue to be frugal, and just for a little bit longer, I need to cut out all the extras so that I can make this move without a lot of financial stress. Now, once the move is done and we are settled, I am going to continue to save, because I have a goal of reaching having an emergency fund on hand. I will have taxes that will need to be paid. So I still have other financial goals I need to reach for, by the end of 2021 as well. But, until then, the goal is to make sure I have enough saved to make this move. I think I have mentioned to you guys more than once that I'm selling a ton of stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I am still doing that. I am only moving what is going to fit in my car. I am not renting a U-Haul. I just kind of had odds and ends that I picked up from Facebook Marketplace along the way, and I don't have anything that is worth any money or has any substantial value that would justify spending $1,500 on a U-Haul. So I am only moving what's going to be what'll fit in my little Kia Soul, and I am going to drive my little hind end to where my daughter is at, and I am super excited about it. So with all that being said, I am going to continue to do a bare bones budget so that I can reach my goals. Eventually, I will bring back a lot of the fun category. I love having a ton of sinking funds, but for now, it's just not a priority. And so you guys will just have to be patient with me and my bare bones budget for a little bit longer. And hopefully I will have a moving budget for you guys soon, once I have a better idea what housing is going to be in the area that she'll be in school. So anyway, that is everything for my February budget, and a little bit of insight as to what is going on with my move. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me a comment, and don't forget to like this video and hit subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're at.